Okay, so no, the electric doors aren't working. And there's no notes or anything on the doors saying that it's closed. But the lights in the main area there with the P.O. boxes are coming on here and there for a couple minutes and then going back off. There's light on this side of the building. On the left side, this is Destin Post Office. And then on the right side outside, there's lights over the post office trucks. And then there's a light to the back room where you can see by where the desk is going into the back room, like where they process the mail. So, I don't know what's going on with the Destin Post Office, but that's kind of creepy. I did call the Destin substation of the Okaloosa County Sheriff's, which is over at Destin Commons, and nobody's answering. But sometimes there's sheriffs sitting in these malls. Let's see if I see one over here. And I called Okaloosa County Sheriff's over in Shalimar, the main number, and they've got the answer machine running, so that means there's nobody in the office, and left a message about it, because they really need to put something up on the doors or tape the doors or something just in case the power goes on or whatever, because somebody could get trapped in there. But it's got electric doors. So, no, I didn't go in there. Whoa, part of this building fell off, I guess, in a storm. I don't see the sheriff over here. And I really don't feel like driving over to Destin Commons to the sheriff's substation. I know all those guys over there, they're very nice. But it's a little more drive than I felt like doing. I'm tired after today. Very tired. I had a big day. But yeah, the Destin Post Office is a little bit messed up there. I'll go over to this other mall across the street and see if there's a sheriff sitting over here. I can let him know. Because this is a really nice area over here in Destin, and you'll see the cruisers sitting around parked because they're usually not doing much because it's such a peaceful place. And it's part of Florida. Quite peaceful. But somebody may show up over there since I called and left that message. I just wanted to know, because that would be really bad if you go in there and then that power locks that door and you can't get out. That would be really creepy, because I'm not the only one that goes over there at night. Like I say, I've been there 2, 3, 4 in the morning. And there's nothing really going on in that corner. So you would definitely be alone. Look at the McGongles. They have a line at 9 o'clock at night. Gee, Wendy. Okay, I'm not seeing a sheriff here. We can go to this next little mall and see if there's one over here by the grocery store. I think the most they ever handle around here is kind of like shoplifting. And it's like this, because it's such a good area. And maybe one sitting over here in front of this market. So I hope everybody's having a wonderful evening. It's Thursday night in Destin, Florida. Playing with the Destin Post Office. It looks like something out of Halloween with the lights coming on and off here and there. Kind of weird. Well, we may not find a cruiser over here. No, I've not seen one yet. This is the Winn-Dixie of Destin. And it's not too very busy, so if you need to go to the market right now, this is the time to go. Because the last 24 hours, anything that's been open is slammed. They had like 500 customers yesterday evening when the Winn-Dixie finally opened over at Uptown Station in Fort Walton. 500 customers ran into that building. And they were only open a few hours. That was it. Okay, so I'm not seeing a cruiser. Might see one on the way out here. I gotta go over to the island. That way I can let them know that building is messed up. Because, you know, hell, it might be on fire. Might be somebody back there trying to load the mail and having a heart attack and grabbing the switch box. I don't know. But it's sure creepy looking. Dude had the phone right in front of their face while they were driving. Gee whiz. Wasn't even really paying attention where they were driving. Made a really wide turn just to go right. Okay, so there's only little traffic, which is strange because this is normally wintertime in Destin, but there's a lot of tourists around because of the storms. So these people are going to have a nice vacation, probably paid by the insurance companies, because their stuff got wiped out for the storm. 35 miles an hour right here in Destin, which is like all the way to the bridge. Oh, I feel sorry for you folks who would have gone to the post, because they'll be going. And it's a spooky joint right now. That is so strange. Thursday night. Get in the post office. Brights on somebody else because it won't be me. I'm so tired. I hate to be driving all this way. Okay, what are these things for? Is this an electric company? Sure is. Well, that may be who I should have called. The emergency hotline for the electric company. Because something's wrong. But I hope the post office doesn't catch on fire. We already can't get the mail for 6 months. Because nobody's putting it in the boxes and stuff, and the U.S. mail system is not going to work hard at all now. Trashed all the former head of it trashed all the mail machines, so it all has to be hand sorted now, except for like one mail machine across the United States. I mean, really? It all has to be hand sorted like it's 1965 or something. They're talking about doing presidential ballots. It's like, with what? Mail service is bad enough. All we need to be doing is doing presidential ballots on top of it. It would take a year to get mail. And then it needs to be going down to like 7 cents a letter like it used to be. Instead of like 55 or 60 cents, whatever it costs now to mail a letter. I remember doing the postcards every Christmas to just every person I ever met in the state of California. Be doing like 200 of them. And mail all that out. That was a big thing. You won't find a sheriff over here unless somebody fell down the stairs drunk. Or somebody was psyching out on the boardwalk. This is Harbor Walk Village. There's some cars up in here. Do you know it takes 600 employees to run the Harbor Walk Village? 600 total employees of all shifts to run Harbor Walk Village. Yep. Yeah, they've changed the hours all year round. Like every season, they're changing the hours, and eventually it'll dwindle down in the wintertime where it just is like 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock that they'll close real early. I don't know. This year there's so many tourists around. I don't know if they're gonna do that. I think Destin may survive the whole year, even though it was sacrificed for the first week of spring break. Everybody was sent home. I mean, people were literally thrown out of the hotels because they had orders, they had government orders to shut all the hotels down and the timeshares and all that, with Airbnbs. So this looks like some customers, not just employees. Because normally in winter there will be about 6 cars up in here. And it's like 9:15 at night right now. So the Harbor Walk is supposed to close at 10. Now the restaurants close when they feel like it. Somebody got a cute little vet from Georgia. My buddy's got his little car over here covered up. His old bird he bought in California for $30K. Because it was just so perfect, he had to have it. And I had to have it. It was immaculate. It just happened to be in California. So I bought it. Knowing him, he probably paid to ship it back. He's a character. Well. That's a lot of stickers. Perfect timing.